Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. We'll start by 7:10. Okay, I won't be here for a while. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, all of y'all. I hope all of y'all checked your scores. Did you all check your marks?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it satisfying? Did it satisfy all of y'all? Meghna, were you satisfied with your mark? Turn your cameras on, all of y'all.
No, ma'am. Cameras on.
What about you, Varshit? Are you satisfied with your mark? No. Kritvik?
Ma'am, same. Not satisfied.
So all of y'all made a lot of little unnecessary mistakes. Other than Kritvik, Anubhav, and Varshit, I don't know why Lashita, Venkata is a new student. Venkata, you're a new student, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you weren't there at any of the classes, but good try. You have scored really good, looking at the lectures. So good work on that. But I want you to score more next time, okay? And yeah, Meghna and Leshita, you guys have to work on your scores. Okay. One more mark low, Meghna. I would have put you under the special homework batch. So please take care, guys. I mean, for sixth grade, this has been going on. They have a separate batch for those who scored less. So you guys are the only people who haven't come up to that till now. Don't make me put any of you in that. So score well. And Venkata, to make sure of how this class works. So I'll be basically giving you a lecture. And after each topic, I'll give you time to write. So strictly don't write when I'm teaching. When I'm teaching, I want you to look at the board and listen. And when I'm giving you the time to write, at that time you can clarify all your doubts. And the homeworks will be given every day. And on a regular basis, I expect you to do it and send me an image of what you have written in your homework to my personal WhatsApp number. You can DM me separately. And if there's any other doubt that you feel like you want to ask me after class or something, also, you can clarify it to me by texting me. And in case if you miss any homework or miss any class, I want proper explanation. And you can refer the class lectures anytime. And every Sunday you will be having a test. I'll be telling you what the test portion is. There is the notes that I'm giving in class will be uploaded in the resources page, which is in your Wise app. Okay, Anubhav and Venkata, turn your cameras on, please. And even Meghna. I hope it is informed to all of y'all in the group that turning cameras on is a must. So please turn your cameras on, only then I can start my class. Was it clear, Venkata, whatever I told you? Did you understand?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Is your school going on right now, Venkata? What are they teaching you right now at your school?
My school's not going on. I'm in summer break.
All right. So you've been studying here since you're a child?
Well, what?
You've been studying in India? Like, I'm asking you,
No,
like, how?
I'm America.
All right. I can see that in your accent.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. So feel free to just contact me if you have any doubts. All right. Fine. Getting back to class. So last class, I'm actually not supposed to, have uploaded that new resources page, but I did so because this lesson is a bit tricky. Okay, the soil lesson. So next time, don't expect me to upload it before the lesson is over. Okay. So before we go to that, let me check all your homeworks. Did I give you all homework last time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. It's like how planting of trees can prevent soil erosion. Did you write that question, Meghna?
Yes, ma'am, I wrote.
Okay, got it, got it. We have Anubhav. I already checked your homework. Shut down. Worship. All right. Just a minute. Okay, I hope none of you have doubts in whatever was taught so far. I just discussed whatever mistakes you all made in your test. Kritvik, I expected you to score full mark. I don't know why you went down this time. The mistake that you did, Kritvik, is like a lot of people did this. What is the first topmost horizon of the soil profile? What comes on top?
ನಮ್ದು organic layer, ನಮ್ದು ORS.
Is this the order? Is this correct? Is this correct, Kritvik?
ನಮ್ಮ route ORS. Again,
So is this order correct? Yes or no?
mama think no. ORS.
So what comes on top then?
ನಮ್ದು ORS.
Why did you put A? You lost mark because of that. So O, A, B, C. This is the order. A lot of you have made this mistake and you all lost mark for this. And another mistake that you did is you lost mark because you left a question. Fine sand or other material that is carried by running water and deposited as a sediment is called what? Leshita, can you answer? Silt. All of you all lost mark for this. Why did you leave this question? I even Google searched it for you all and I even showed you the image separately. I've already given you all this clue stating that if I'm stressing upon something, then I'm definitely asking that in the test. So you lost mark for that. And another thing, this I think most of you all lost mark for. The amount of water in the soil is called its moisture. For that, different in soil I'm getting, absorption I'm getting. I don't know why all these kind of nonsense I'm getting. It's moisture. In soil, I wrote moisture is present in the soil. In soil is not a word. Okay, moisture is present in the soil. So the amount of water in the soil is called moisture. Got it? That's what it's meant. Amount of water in soil is called moisture. That's how it's supposed to be. That's why all this is a mind map, and I'm asking you all to take notes of what you understood rather than just copying whatever I'm writing on board down. So you lost mark for that. So this is why you lost 3 marks. And we have Anubhav after this, I guess. Yeah, Anubhav, the mistake that you did is water, ice, acid, salt are all agents that cause what? They are not agents that cause soil erosion. Like soil erosion is the ultimate result, but they're starting up with weathering. Okay, I've also mentioned that clearly. So you lost mark for that. Got it? You lost mark for that. Next, breaking down of this, you've written another ulta answer. Breaking down or dissolving of rocks and minerals on Earth's surface is called soil erosion, you've written. It's called weathering. So you lost mark for that. You wrote answers which is supposed to be ulta. And another mark that you lost for is the same mistake what Kritvik did. You wrote absorption capacity, but it's actually moisture. So you lost mark for that. So this is the mistake that you did. And Lashita, the mistake that you did is same mistake what Anubhav did. Water, ice, acid, salts are all agents of soil erosion. That mistake. And the A horizon.
Mama wrote weathering only.
Weathering only. 1 minute. Mm. I'm so sorry. I was checking for the answer and I was telling the answer is actually soil erosion. I told it's weathering. I'm sorry. Okay. So that's why even Anubhav lost mark. Anubhav also wrote weathering. Even you wrote weathering. But it's actually soil erosion. These are agents that cause soil erosion. All right. I explained it to you when I was teaching all of you. So your last mark for that. And what is reverse mark for? The A horizon one. O is the answer. Some people wrote middle layer, some people wrote B horizon. So for both, I've given marks. Okay, so both are right. And you left the silt question unanswered. You answered it here, but you didn't write it over there. So you lost mark for that. And even you wrote absorption capacity, but for the absorption rate of soil, it's called percolation rate. I want the scientific term. So you lost mark for that. And Meghna, same. A horizon, and the vertical section of soil that depicts all of its horizons is called soil profile. For that, you lost mark. You left that question. I've given you mark for the writing second or B horizon. I've given you mark for that. I'm actually supposed to get mark because horizon spelling is wrong, but since you wrote second, I just gave you mark. And the soil that sinks and swells is called clay soil. You lost mark for that. You left that question. Silt question, you left it. And percolation rate question, you left it. Absorption capacity, you have written instead of moisture, which is wrong. So these are the mistakes that you did. And Varshit, I checked your paper separately since your mother requested. And Venkata, you left the soil erosion question. And I'm giving you mark for B horizon. I've actually given you mark for everything. You have lost mark for the questions you have left. So because of that, you lost mark. Otherwise, whatever you attempted it, all of that is correct. All right. So this is it. Let's go back to the lesson. Was it clear, all of you? Any doubts you had in your marking scheme or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. So in last class, we saw about the formula that is used for finding the percentage of the absorbed water. Okay. Now you're going to see, you know, that the soil plays a very major role because without soil, you won't be able to eat 3 times a day. So these crops grow in different types of soil, different crops grow in different types of soil. So now let's talk about crops. So crops and their relation. So their relation to types of soil is what we're going to see. Okay, so depending on the climatic factors and the components of the soil, different types of crops are grown in different regions. So different crops.
Ma'am, can you share the screen?
Oh, I'm so sorry, 1 minute. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Different crops grow in different places, which depends on the factors. What are the factors? The soil. What else are the factors? What else are the factors? How will you decide where a crop grows?
Ma'am, the
Climate.
climate.
Very good. So these two are actually the major factors. The climate and the soil plays a major role on what type of crop you eat. Okay. And there are many other smaller or minor factors. Okay. So let's talk about each soil. First, starting with clay and loamy soil. Okay, so any soil that is clay and any soil that is loamy or there is a mixture of both, they are good for growing cereals like wheat and gram. All right, so clay soils, basically they are rich in organic matter. Okay, they are rich in organic matter, and the soils, what they have is they have a good capacity to retain water. They can hold water. Okay, they don't get dried up very fast. So they are rich in organic matter and can retain water longer. So they have a pretty much good capacity of retaining water for a longer period of time. All right. Whereas when we come to loamy soils, they have high draining capacity. Okay, and they can also hold up plenty of water. Like what do you say? Draining. Let's see the difference. Okay, clay soil means they have good retaining water capacity. Means like this is a box, for example. This is the soil. I'm depicting the soil. Okay, you're pouring in water. It can hold on water. Okay, it will use for around 1 to 7 days. It can use. Okay, whereas this is clay. Okay, when we come to loamy, you're pouring 100 ml of water. You're pouring 1 liter of water. It will drain. It will drain away. It will leave, but it can hold a lot of water. Like for example, it will hold water for like 15-20 minutes and then it will drain. Whereas this doesn't drain. It will hold on. It will stay in it. Okay, do you understand the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just show you the image of clay and loamy soil. I already showed you all clay soil. You can see there are cracks and everything. And this is how clay soil looks like. Whereas this is what loamy soil looks like. This is normally used in your houses. If you're having plants, this is what they use in your house. Loamy soil. It's the normal dark black soil that you use in your houses. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So loamy soils, they have good draining capacity. And they can hold a plenty of water. So they are good for growing. This is for clay, okay? They are good for growing lentils. That is dal and all, no? So lentils, other pulses, cotton. All these are grown well in loamy soil. All right. I make note of it. And clarify any doubts if you all have any. quickly, don't take a lot of time.
Ma'am, worship complete.
Okay.
Ma'am, Kritvik done.
Done, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, anybody left? Okay, fine. Did anybody say something? Okay. So I hope it is clear for all of y'all to know what clay soil and loamy soil is the soil that is mostly used for growing crops. Okay. So we don't use any sandy soil for any of the crops. All right. It must be clear for you by now. Okay. Now we're going to see a new term of plants, which is called as hydroponic plants. Have you all heard this term anywhere? Any of y'all heard this anywhere?
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay. So plants, some of the plants, they don't need soil to grow. Instead, these plants, they need water to grow. So we have here itself the word hydro, which states water. So basically plants that grow in water. All right. So these types of plants, they are known as hydroponic plants. This is all you need to know. Okay. Examples, I'll just show you some images of hydroponic plants. You can see these are hydroponic plants. They don't grow in soil, they grow in water. All right. So this is it with this lesson. We are done. Did you guys have any doubts, or did you guys want me to teach any part again? Or can just clarify. Just write this hydroponic plants if you want. Any doubts? Can we go up with the quiz? Please make note of it and quickly let me know. We'll go with this small quick quiz to see how far you have learned the lesson.
Ma'am, not.
Okay.
One ma'am.
Leave it on the table, no? I'll have it later. Okay. Okay. So I'll just share the screen. Okay. So always remember, guys, your quiz will not completely rely on what I taught you all. Sometimes it'll be out of context also, which is somewhat related. You all need to have the general knowledge to be able to answer it. All right. So which means you need to read the book. Okay, only then you'll understand. So I'll just share my screen where you will have to answer the questions that I'm sharing. And the order will be Anubhav, Kritvik, Leshita, Meghna, Varshit, and Venkata. That will be the order. And why is Leshita's camera on? Off. I hope all of you are ready. Okay, and there'll be a timer running. So I want you to answer this quickly. Okay. If you don't know, just tell me you don't know so we can go to the next person. I hope all of you will remember the order. Start answering. Anubhav. Which of the following option gives the best meaning of the water table? Level of groundwater, depth of which water can be found, layers of water in the soil, or the volume of water present on Earth?
I think the option C, layers of water in the soil.
Okay, what makes you think that? Quickly, I need an explanation. You can't just simply answer. Why Anubhav? Why that answer? Time is running. Fine. Guys, please respond. Okay. If you don't know, let's go to the next person. If you don't want to answer, just let me know. And also, this quiz, don't let it go stating that you don't know, because you're not going to carry any marks. It's just for learning. This quiz is completely for learning purpose. I know this is a new question for all of you. You're just learning. Okay. So the answer is not layers of water in the soil. It's actually level of groundwater. Okay. So level of groundwater. So groundwater is normally called as water table. Okay. So this is a new word for all of you. Note it in your mind or note it in your note. Okay. So that A is the option. Next person after Anubhav.
Ma'am, question two. Ma'am, it's B bit, ma'am, vertical.
Vertical. So this is something we all should be aware of right now. So in which of the following, you know that the each horizon is placed vertically in a soil profile. Very good. Next person.
Ma'am, wheat.
B. Cabbage. Why cabbage?
Ma'am, option C.
Not cabbage. Option C. Why C? Lashita. Why C? I'll have to give you all special homeworks now if you all are not answering. You're telling me, see, give me a reason why.
Ma'am, because it has a draining capacity which was plaintiff filter.
Exactly, that's it. Why is it so hard for you to tell this? Good, cotton is the answer. Next person. Who's after Lashita? Which layer of the soil prevents the minerals from being washed away by water? Is it the parent rock, the subsoil, the humus, or the bedrock? Who is it now, Meghna? Is it you? Meghna, it's your turn, right? Why aren't you answering? Answer the question, Meghna.
Ma'am, it's humus.
Why humus? Why? No idea?
No, ma'am.
So you simply guessed it. Okay, humus is the correct answer. Why? Because humus is the topmost soil which has richest minerals. Okay, so this layer, even if you're rushing it with water, it will still retain the minerals that it had because it's already made up of it. All right. And also humus is something that keeps restoring because some dead plants are going to be dead, it's going to be restored, animals are going to be dead, it's going to be restored. So humus is something that's going to be restored. Okay. Next question.
Ma'am, D.
DYD.
Ma'am, because when soil erosions take place, topsoil will go is removed.
Soil erosion happens only at the top. Very good. Next person. Venkata, it's your turn. Venkata, can you answer?
Sandy soil.
Sandy soil. What makes you think that?
Uh, it said the soil is having a particle size between 0.002 millimeters and 0.5 millimeters. I thought it would be sandy soil because it's smaller.
Okay, because you think sand is smaller. All right. But silt is more smaller than
Mhm.
sand. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's actually silt. Okay, because silt is more minute. Silt is something that is more smaller than sand. It's more like a powdered sugar. Okay, so basically you're comparing sugar and powdered sugar. You know the difference, right? Whereas,
Yeah.
yeah, powdered sugar dissolves more quicker than sugar. So this is the difference, the size. So it's silt is the answer. It's not sandy soil. Okay. Okay. Next person. Anubhav again. Anubhav, answer. Anubhav, are you there?
Ma'am, is it the option B, waterlogging?
Option B, waterlogging. Why?
Ma'am, because of layers and contents of clay.
It plays what?
Ma'am, it contents of clay.
Contents of clay. Okay. It's not contents of clay. You would say it's waterlogging because the retaining capacity of clay soil is more. So water is holded upon by the clay, which leads to waterlogging. Okay, that's the explanation you're supposed to give. It's correct. Next person.
Hmm. Ma'am, I think D, ma'am. Gravel is present in the top soil.
Okay. Gravel is bigger rocks, like bigger portions of rocks, but it's actually there in the topsoil also. Okay, it's topsoil in
Ma'am,
top.
then is it B? Clay soil has
Yes,
greater.
it's B. Okay, it has more of water holding capacity, not air holding capacity. All right, very good. Fine, next person. It's super easy. If you think, you can easily answer.
Ma'am, I think silt.
Silt. Why silt?
Ma'am, just a guess.
Hmm?
Ma'am, it's just a guess.
You guessed it. Okay. It's not silt because I already just explained it to Venkata. Silt is more smaller than sand. So the finer particles always come on the top. So it is silt that will be on the toppest layer. I'm asking you the second layer. Okay, so silt will be on top and gravel will be in the bottommost layer. So after gravel comes sand. Okay, so it will be sand. All right. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next person.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you once just read the question?
In which of the following soils is least percolation rate found? Sandy soil, clayey soil, loamy soil, or gravel soil?
Sandy soil, ma'am?
Why sandy soil?
Because most of the plants cannot grow in sandy soil.
What is the meaning of percolation rate? Absorbing. Okay, that is the meaning of percolation. So which of the soils do you think will not be able to absorb the water? Not hold the water, absorb the water. Know the difference. Now try to answer. Basically, when you pour water on any of these soils, one of the soils won't be able to absorb or take in the water inside the soil. Instead, it will stay on top. Which of it is it?
Ma'am, silt or loamy?
Silt or loamy? Is there an option silt? There's no option silt. Loamy is there, but it's not loamy. It's clay soil. Just picture clay soil with the clay that you play. When you pour water over clay, it stays on top of clay, right? It doesn't get absorbed by clay, does it?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. So percolation rate in clay soil is very low. It is the least. Okay, so remember that. Next person. It's pretty easy.
Ma'am, A.
A. So layers of soil matches with subsoil, is it? It's actually option B. Okay, humus is always black in color because it has all the dead matter in it. Remember that, okay? Deforestation is associated with floods because when floods happen, all the plants will get locked up with water and they'll all die. Second, why they're giving option 1 C, we saw option 2 as A is zone B is the subsoil. It is the soil that is below, right? Option 3, humus is black. Option 4, 4 is layers of soil is referred to the profile of soil profile. Okay. Next question. We'll end the quiz with this. Quick.
Ma'am, I can't. Wait.
Sorry.
Earthworm.
Earthworm. Okay, why is it earthworm?
Because they make the soil better. Yeah.
Okay, cool. It makes the soil more fertile, and that's why it's considered as the farmer's best friend. So yeah, it's earthworm. Okay, the remaining I'll answer it for all of y'all. In which of the horizon of soil does rainwater get collected? We know that it is in the least horizon. That is actually the in the mid, not in the gravel region, but in the region just above the gravel. That is the horizon B. Okay. The time got up. Yeah, here it is horizon B. And if it takes 5 minutes for 100 ml of water to percolate, I might ask questions like this. So please keep in mind, I might ask questions like this. You'll have to solve it. Okay. You know the formula, it's U minus V. You have to find it. All right. And also, which of the following is responsible for causing the process of weathering? It's glaciers, because we have ice as one of the agents. Okay. So it's not earthquake, volcano, or land pollution. Okay, this is what it is. So this is what we're done. Did you guys have any doubts with what was taught so far? Any doubts in the lesson?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so your homework for today will be I don't want single line answers. I want at least half a page answer. And also, this is your homework. You all can make note of it and you all can leave.
I'm Prithvi done. I'm new member.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, bus is completed.
Okay, bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, bye.